Good morning, ladies, gentlemen and graduates. My name is Emma Bales and I'm your Master of Ceremonies today. I am delighted to welcome you to this degree and award ceremony and would like to make some introductory announcements. We ask that you remain in your seat and do not leave the cathedral during the ceremony. One exception is if you are with a young child who gets restless. Out of courtesy to other guests, you may wish to take them outside or to the back of the cathedral. Just before 10 o'clock, I will announce the academic procession and will ask those of you who are able to stand and to remain standing until the academic procession is on the platform. You will not need to stand again until the end of the ceremony. At the end of the ceremony, please stand and wait as the procession exits the cathedral. Please then follow the graduate procession out of the cathedral to the Crown and Mitre Hotel and have your tickets ready for the celebratory reception. In the event of an emergency, there are 3 exits. The first to my left, where you entered on the south side of the cathedral, the other 2 to my right on the north side. Designated staff will take action and guide you in an emergency. We have tried to deliver our ceremonies in a COVID-responsible way. I ask that if at all possible, we try to minimise large congregations, particularly around the entrance to the cathedral. Please do speak to a marshal if you have any concerns. We will also invite each graduand to use hand sanitizer before and after they go across the stage. The cathedral permits still photography during the ceremony, but flash photography, videoing and recordings are not allowed. When taking still photos, please be mindful of those sitting next to you and try not to disrupt their experience of the ceremony. Our ceremony will be available by live stream, and we also have an official photographer capturing the ceremony for you today. So, before we start our ceremony, and to set nerves at ease for our graduands, we are now going to spend a few minutes practicing the graduand presentation. Graduands, can you all either watch the TV screen in front of you or watch the presentation area whilst the marshals run through the process? Can the first graduand please step forward? The graduand will be invited to sanitise their hands and will then walk to the lectern and stop. At this point, you should hand your name card to the officer who will be standing here at this lectern. As they read your name, you walk up the ramp to the presentation area and across to the presiding officer. For the ward of Bachelor of Science Psychology, Gail Statten. You then shake hands with the presiding officer and smile for your presentation photograph. Should you not wish to shake hands, simply don't gesture to do this, but keep your hands by your side. As you leave the presentation area, you will collect your University of Cumbria badge, then go down the far side of the ramp, not the central ramp. Please watch this part carefully to ensure you know where to go. Then head down the north aisle before returning to your seat. The next graduand will be motioned forward by the marshal as the one ahead leaves the presentation area. All graduands, please watch the TV screen whilst the next graduand demonstrates this. Bachelor of Science in Midwifery, Julie Dean. Can I now please ask that you turn off your mobile phone? I hope you all enjoy the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, would all those who are able to do so please stand for the academic procession? Please be seated. I now call upon the Reverend Canon Michael Manley to welcome us to the Cathedral.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduands, friends, family and supporters, it's my privilege to welcome you on behalf of the chapter to Carlisle Cathedral. And we're a friendly lot here up in Cumbria, so before I give the official welcome, would you mind welcoming each other? Would you simply turn to the person next to you and say, "Welcome, I've no idea who you are." This place is amazing, isn't it? Not just because of its architecture and beauty, but because it tells the story of what it means to live in community and relationship for 900 years. For centuries, people here have worked hard to welcome the traveller, support the local people, build community, and try and understand what it means to be fully human whilst seeking the face of God. And whether you are of this faith, another faith, or no faith at all, we'd be delighted if you chose this place, this cathedral, as one of your places just for peace and sanctuary. But do please pop in another time too so you can have a good look around. Graduands, well done. What you have achieved was not easy, and what you will achieve will be amazing. But in a world where equality and inclusivity is being resisted, please use your newfound influence to stand up, like the World Cup football captains tried to do, against all discrimination. Stand up for the truth that all are equally treasured in the eyes of God. And as the civil rights leader Fannie Lou Hamer said, hold on to the truth that until everyone's free, nobody's free. Well done, God bless, and welcome everybody.
To open our ceremony, I am delighted to welcome our University Choir. I would like to introduce the Dias Party today. Professor Julie Manel, Vice-Chancellor, Professor Dr. Brian Webster Henderson, Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Health, Environment and Innovation, Dr. Jean Brown, University Secretary. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to open our degree and award ceremony and deliver the opening address.
Thank you. And thank you to Michael for such a warm welcome to our fantastic city's cathedral, and to our choir for starting off this morning's degree ceremony. Our choir come together from programmes and campuses across our university, and they share a passion for music and for performance. Each session we have a different combination in terms of students that come together depending on their availability. And this morning, in the group there, many of the choir members will be graduating later on today. So it's super that they're spending their time with you and knowing what's to come later on. So, to the formalities. I declare open this degree and awards ceremony of the University of Cumbria. Graduands, Dean, Brigadier Toby Rowlands of the Defence Medical Services, military dignitaries, honorary fellows, guests, university partners, staff, colleagues and friends. It is our great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony in the splendid setting of our city's cathedral. To family, friends and colleagues, graduation ceremonies are without doubt a significant milestone, as well as one of the most enjoyable events in the university calendar. We're so pleased that you've been able to join in the celebrations today and to reflect on the way that you've supported your graduate-to-be on their journey to date. And we really hope you enjoy this occasion. Graduates, today is an extra special day, and it's your day. It's a day to celebrate, it's a day to pause and to reflect on your journey, and what a journey that has been. This ceremony not only marks the culmination of your tremendous hard work and commitment, it demonstrates your resilience, your tenacity, and importantly, your self-belief. And in a period of our collective history that has involved so much change, volatility, challenge, heartache, uncertainty, unrest, and at times sheer disbelief, and countered also by so many examples across our communities, workplaces and globe of compassion, solidarity and caring during the pandemic, and very recently in examples of those standing up for those facing oppression, conflict, inequality and discrimination. Graduates, no doubt it has been challenging in your studies and in your workplace. No doubt the pandemic took its considerable toll on you personally, professionally and as a student. No doubt you've had wobbles, periods of self-doubt, physical and mental exhaustion at times, and likely felt the weight of the world was on your shoulders at times. And this isn't surprising. It's been a time in our lives where so much of what's going on around us and impacting on us as individuals and the people and planet we care about, we can't control or influence. Hence, it's a time to really focus on what and how we can control and influence for ourselves and importantly others, and particularly by staying true to our values. And oh, how you have just done this, despite all you've encountered and in the context and environment you've been placed in and so greatly challenged. You've succeeded. And how you've achieved your success, working with your peers and colleagues, and what you have gained as a result is as significant as the award we celebrate with you today. With self-belief and confidence at your core to face the inevitable new challenges and opportunities your and our future will bring. At our core, is knowing our university was established here in Cumbria for a reason, to transform lives and livelihoods. And this drives us. Headquartered here in Carlisle, we have campuses in Ambleside, Lancaster, London, 14,000 students, over 1,000 staff. Our students study in our campuses, in the workplace, in Cumbria, nationally, and indeed in over 100 countries. Recently, we've grown our degree apprenticeship student body to over 1,500 students in areas spanning paramedic practice, policing, project management, nursing, forestry. We've launched our Centre for Digital Transformation to prepare our students, businesses and sectors for the workplaces and work practices of our future. And we've been awarded £63 million of capital funding, which will enable us to transform our university presence, visibility and impact here in Carlisle and in Barrow. This includes our ambition for a medical school in and for Cumbria here in Carlisle, working with Imperial College London. Within our Institute of Health, we're particularly proud of our graduates today, impacted so greatly and in so many different ways by the pandemic. Most, of course, were on placement on the front line during the pandemic and supported both patients, staff and colleagues. All were already in the workplace studying part-time, many of you graduating here today. Others volunteered in food banks, homeless shelters, vaccination clinics, all succeeding in the most challenging of times. Other highlights in the Institute include Don Bell, Senior Lecturer on the North West Ambulance Service Apprenticeship Programme, who provided masterclasses in first aid to the people in the Ukraine. Our paramedic CPD provision now exceeds 1,500 learners, and we've seen the first delivery of the Defence Medical Services postgraduate certificate at Defence HQ in Lichfield. As Vice-Chancellor, I talk quite rightly about the role of our university and why we were established, and the impact that we have on individuals, communities, economy. Now, more than ever, we need a university in Cumbria and for our region. But our university isn't buildings, it's people. It's our staff, and a big thank you to you all here and within the University Cathedral setting. It's our students, our supporters, our partners, and very importantly, you, our graduates-to-be. Whatever category of student that you fall into, young, mature, on campus, off campus, living at home, studying away, learning through working, learning whilst working, full-time, part-time, online, flexible, from our county, country, or indeed the other side of the world. Remember, you are incredible, both in what you've achieved and the impact that you have on our world. As paramedics and medical professionals, you save, you support, you shape, you change lives, supporting some of the most vulnerable and often at times of greatest vulnerability, offering compassion, calmness, confidence, as well as the professional competence required to deal with a myriad of patient types, contexts and environments. We really do need you now and for our future. Remain confident and ambitious about yourself and your continued potential, and stay resilient. And you already know this. I know that success is not measured by job title or the number of hours we spend at work. It's the impact that we have on and for others. And the same extends to our happiness and well-being. So keep being the fabulous practitioners you are, but do work to live and don't live to work, and enjoy your life, family and friends, maintaining care of your emotional and mental as well as physical health, and taking stock every now and again to reflect on the impact that you have as well as the progress you've made. And when you walk across to receive your award today, make the absolute most of your moment, reminding yourself how fabulous you already are, what you've contributed and how to so many, and what's still to come in spades. Thank you.
I now call upon the Director for the Centre of Excellence in Paramedic Practice for the Institute of Health, Tom Davidson, to present the graduates for their degrees and awards.
Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in confirming that the graduates here presented have satisfied the requirements for degrees and awards of the University of Cumbria. Masters of Science, Paramedic, Practice Development. Jane Bramley. Nicola Godley. Michael Lloyd. Sean Potts. Postgraduate Certificate, Enhanced Health Assessment, Practice Development. Sian Louise Lloyd. Lindsay Joanne Pangburn. Postgraduate Certificate, Practice Development, Defence Medical Leadership. Caroline Elizabeth Avis. Pride Gaka Chisoro. Emma Jane Hutley. Georgina Paget Duncan. The recipient of the Institute of Health Student Innovation in Practice Prize, Susan Pope. Aravi Sapre. Clive Robert Spyth. Eleanor Adele Walls. Postgraduate Certificate, Reducing Restrictive Interventions, Practice Development. Alexandra Polly Hindle. Bachelor of Science, Paramedic, Practice Development. Jennifer Bostock. Stephen James Buck. Brona Kate Carver. Lauren Lee Carden-Green. Adam Lee Collier. Stephen Davison. Edward Dutton. Peter Allen Elsmore. David Mark Emsley. Robin Harford. Stephanie Hoyland Webster. Lois Jefferson. Gary Jones. Noel McManus. Tony Nichols. Katie Lee Passarelli. Martin Pollard. Richard Joshua Price. Leanne Redhead. Howard Jeffrey Saltman. Stephen Peter Schofield. John Smallbone. Joshua Simon Smith. Paul James Stockwell. James Anthony Wheeler. Emma Toos. Bachelor of Science, Practice Development, Developing Paramedic Practice, Lauren Archer. Miranda Jane Carey. Graham Park. Ruth Ann Thorpe. Bachelor of Science, Practice Development, Hazardous Area Response Team, Heart Paramedic. James Woodsall. Bachelor of Science, Practice Development, Claire D. Sharp. Diploma of Higher Education, Practice Development, Natasha Maria Linda Day. Melissa Ann Jordan Duff. Hannah Richardson. Diploma of Higher Education, Paramedic Practice, Hayden Daniel Bassett. Melanie Louise Brown. Lucy Samantha Evans. Zach Robert France. Christopher James Hall. Georgia Lily Rose Harper. Hannah Ruth Lazenby. Megan Sylvie. Diploma of Higher Education, Paramedic Practice, Northwest Ambulance Service, Amanda Ferguson. Sharon May Kennedy. Diploma of Higher Education, Paramedic Practice, Hannah Fisher. The University of Cumbria Spirit of Cumbria Award is presented to the student who exemplifies our university values of being progressive, passionate, supportive, and personal, and are exceptional role models with our University of Cumbria. Richard Francis. Diploma of Higher Education, Paramedic Practice, Kelly Ann Caddick. Nicole Harrison. Robert Andrew Reed. Vice-Chancellor. That concludes the presentation of all graduates.
I now call upon James Wells from the Students' Union to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the students.
Hello, my name is James from the Students' Union. I'm here today as an elected representative of the student voice to say thank you to those who have helped us reach this point, and also to say a huge congratulations to all of you getting this far. Like you, I also graduated this year and know exactly how you feel at this moment. There are some elements of student life that are familiar to all of us at university, despite the differences, and as such, I would like to extend thanks to those who have made our student experience so memorable. To those lecturers, tutors and academic staff who have spent the last few years teaching us, sharing knowledge, experience and their insight, we thank you. We thank the professional service staff in the offices, our libraries, workshops, administration teams and refectories, who have kept us going on our journey and have gone the extra mile to make our path as smooth as possible. To those who were there to provide support when we were struggling and advice when we were at a loss, we thank you for your care, compassion and expertise you showed us at every turn. To those here in this beautiful cathedral who welcomed us into their towns, cities and into your neighbourhoods and communities, your hospitals and schools, and made us feel like we had a home away from home, we thank you. To those of you who have been there from the start of our journey, our families, friends who have been there as early as in the early starts and the late nights, who have been a familiar shoulder to lean on and a comforting voice of support, we thank you all. And finally, to all of our peers, those who started with those that we started with, and those that are sat behind. Sorry. And finally, to all our peers who we started with and who are sat beside us. These are the only people that you have been on the same path with as you have grown and learned. We say thank you to all of you today. We are here and we made it together. Congratulations to everyone graduating from the University of Cumbria today.
I am delighted to welcome back our university choir. Vice-Chancellor, I now call upon you to confer the degrees and awards presented today.
Thank you. A few thank yous first before we have the conferment. James, thank you. That's the first time that you've stood up there and as a representative of the student body and a recently elected member of the Students' Union. It's quite scary, isn't it? I don't know about you, but Emma and I and Tom, yeah, put us to shame. Well done. Thanks again to our choir, and thanks to you all for making this ceremony so special. I know we all know it, but they are a pretty special and spectacular bunch, aren't they? As a collective and as individuals, and it's so important. It's such a privilege, isn't it, to be able to celebrate them and their success today. I also want to go a little bit off-piste in terms of recognising today's ceremony and what it represents. So graduates, and I mentioned it to several of you, today is the first time that we've had a ceremony, and there will be many, many more to come, where all students are related to our paramedic practice provision. And that is quite something. 8 years ago, how many paramedics did we have?
20.
I was told 4.
No, that's staff.
Yeah, 4 and 20. And how many do we have now?
2,500.
Right. And this is where I'm going off-piste a little bit, because as special, quite rightly, it is in terms of your fantastic achievement and day, I want to give Tom, our Director of the Centre of Paramedic Practice, a couple of minutes here to just tell you what we're doing and where we're doing it and why in the field of paramedic practice. Because you, as well as being special, are part of an incredibly special and significant contribution to our country in terms, and wider than that, health and well-being. So Tom, come and tell us a little bit about it. Tom.
Thank you very much, Julie, for that. It is a real proud moment to have all the students here coming through, and Julie's mentioned it before, but the impact that you're all going to have is amazing for the local area, for the regional area as well. And it's going to go from strength to strength. The numbers we're going to have that could be impacting. Come next year, there will be several apprentices coming through this, and it's really great to see, not only for our university, but for our profession as well, to see where the paramedic professions come from a relatively small trade into a profession where we're taking over a whole graduation, and that is something we should be proud of as a profession, as individuals, collectively, and that's down to you students, to the staff, and to everyone at the university. So thank you very much.
Got one more brief thank you, and then I promise we're going to be graduates. So could I ask the cheerleader who's just leaving with his graduate mum, the cathedral, to come back, please? Come on down. This little chap has been the happiest, most enthusiastic. We had a little bit of dancing at one point, didn't we? So could you come over here? No, indeed. I mean, literally dancing in the aisle. It's absolutely super. So, graduates, could you please stand? You know, you so epitomise why we have a university and why we're established, to transform lives and livelihoods. They do it each day, don't they? Day in, day out. You're incredible. So, by my authority as Vice-Chancellor, I confer on these members of the University of Cumbria the degrees and awards for which they've been presented. Huge congratulations to you all, from everybody here in the Cathedral and across the global University of Cumbria community. Well done.
I hereby declare closed this degree... I'll start that again. I hereby declare closed this degree and award ceremony. Please be upstanding as the academic and graduate processions exit.